You shouldn't have to try so hard. You know you don't belong. Quit pretending that you're good enough or you have something to offer. Everyone around you can see through your charade. Okay, that's way too dramatic. Alexa, turn on the room lights. Despite the theatrics, I believe we've all at some point in our lives experienced that type of conversation with ourselves where we feel that we don't add up to the position that we find ourselves in, whether it's a new job or a relationship or parenthood or something where we just are trying our best and we're afraid that that veil is going to drop and the people around us are going to see that you're a fraud or at least accuse you of being a fraud, right? And that you weaseled your way into that situation and you would be better off gone, right? I actually went to make this video originally a few weeks ago, and it's one of the reasons why, unfortunately, I have not been putting out as many videos as I'd like. Is because as soon as I started making this video, I realized it was really hard for me to talk about because I didn't realize until I started talking about it that this is exactly what I've been feeling so far, coming on as a chaplain. You know, those thoughts that like, hey, I don't have all of scripture memorized. I haven't been a pastor for 20 years. I'm not married or have kids. So why is anybody going to want to listen to me about, family advice or, I haven't gone through any deep illnesses. So how can I relate or share or help somebody through, a hospital stay or something and just feeling ill-equipped, and wondering like at what point are people going to be like, wow, this guy's really not a good chaplain. Right. And yeah, and so I was getting emotional recording this a while back, and I've actually re-recorded it a couple times over the last couple weeks, and I just think it's really important that I share my intimate relationship with this topic of imposter syndrome as I just share it with you guys, and hopefully it helps. Because I think one of the reasons why we experience this is that we take things that are very qualitative, things that are, very subjective, and we try to quantify them. We talk about best friends or favorite song, right? But how can you have a best friend, really? Because every person in your life brings their own flavor to your story. There's a day that you need this person, another day you need this person, right? Nobody's going to fill all the gaps. You might have a favorite song, but today might not be the day that you need to hear that song. You might need to hear this one because you need to cry, or this one because you need to pick up, or there's a romantic situation, right? There's seasons and there's different needs, and just like those things, people fill different roles within our work environments, within family structures. And I've been trying to lean heavily into something my pastor has said to me a number of months ago. We weren't talking about this specific situation, but something else, and he was saying that he was talking about hypocrisy, which is kind of similar, right? And he was saying that a hypocrite, or an imposter in our case, is one who is pretending to be something that they don't ever actually want to become. Whereas a person who is pretending to be something that they're trying to grow into is just growing. They're ambitious and there's a passion, and they're just not there yet. And I feel like some of us can find ourselves with all the right intentions trying to grow into something and take the right steps forward and feel like there's almost like an ethical or like a shame, like a guilty feeling that we feel like, oh my gosh, I hope I get away with it, right? But we shouldn't feel that way. There's authenticity to being the best you, and trying to constantly improve what that best looks like, right? And just as I've been working through this myself these last couple weeks, I've had personal physical illness things come up. My vehicle's broken down on me twice. I had to buy a brand new vehicle. I had to do a week's worth of military activity and then another drill weekend. I had a couple conferences with CCA, and just with all these things, I haven't been able to do rounds as much. And it's just kind of all spiraled to me feeling just like inadequate. But as I've been working through that, I've just been coming more and more to the conclusion that being a good chaplain doesn't mean that I have all the answers or that I look like my life is together. There may be chaplains that are they are approachable because people think they have answers or because they have their life together, right? But then you can still serve people when you're relatable. And that's what I'm hoping with sharing my own situation currently is that I know what it's like to need people. And I've been leaning heavily into my family and friends and my pastor in this season. And I know what I need in these moments that I've experienced, and I'm just looking to try and be that for you. Um, and I want to be the best me, my version of a chaplain that I can be for you. And I hope that this video isn't counterproductive. I just wanted to be authentic because I believe in order to not be not be an imposter, we just have to be honest and present the best version of ourselves that we are continually trying to build. Appreciate you listening, and I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Have a good day.